Here it is, the last day of January. A month I used to not enjoy has actually been one of the best months I've had in a very long time. All 31 days, the good and the bad. We have lots of snow and we still have our Christmas tree up in the corner. Last year was the first year that I started decorating for the January blues and I've really enjoyed it, but I'm also ready to change things out. I brought up my red tote from the basement with my Valentine decor in it. New things this year too. Linus is rocking the sweater and the boys are gonna have one last little potty break before they head to bed. February the 1st is here, and one of my favorite routines for the past couple of months is the Christmas tree in our bedroom. I like the soft glow in the morning. It's not too harsh. And then it's always interesting to see how Hunter slept because we heard him snoring throughout the night. And this morning he was all curled up, just sleeping away. And Linus was at the foot of the bed, curled up in the blanket. That's where he sleeps with his little sweater. And he's like, "Do I have to get up, Mom?" So anyways, February is here. And every morning I turn the deck lights on too because it's so dark and there's Frosty waiting for me. And it is time to change the calendar. I bought this calendar holder years and years ago. And my daughter has started to buy me a calendar. So this is the one that she bought this year. I haven't really looked at it at all. I want to be surprised every month. So January was beautiful. There's a little bit of a write-up in that by the Arthur, but there's a couple of things she knows that I like, and last year the calendar was beautiful. So I guess these were the ones from like September, October, like the Burr months, my favorite time of the year. They're beautiful. So if that's what this calendar is going to look like, I'm very excited. January was beautiful. February, oh, I love how it ends on a Friday and the new month starts on a Saturday. That's like perfect. So anyways, here's the picture. Morning commute off to the barn to milk the cows in the red barn, the snow-covered trees. It feels very February, and it looks like we still have some winter left here where I live too. So anyways, the first of the month, a blank canvas, a fresh start, and I want to continue all of the positive things that I did in January and continue my goals in February. Saturday morning, we're doing the normal. The dishwashers run and empty Friday nights. I don't do any of that. I'll take a break. We ordered pizza last night. We watched Downton Abbey. Andrew had a great week. We slept in this morning, so I'm starting all of the packing up of January and everything. The tree, I'm gonna miss the one in the bedroom the most, and this one I'm ready for it to come down, but I'm very glad that it was able to be turned on and enjoy it. We are having more winter in February. Right, Linus? Yeah, we're gonna change your sweater and see what happens. So I brought up the Valentine's Day stuff, took a little peek through it. There was some coffee cups in there, and there was one that, like, I bought it last year and then I put it away, and then as soon as I opened up I like remembered it, but it was such a nice surprise. Everything was just simple and nice. I don't need any more like winter wonderland. I'd like a little bit like something here. So anyways, Linus, this is the sweater I put him on him the other day, and he hated it. He wouldn't talk to me, and then I washed it. And then yesterday he was shivering cold and he went to run away, and then I said, Andrew, I said, Linus, I said, the sweater's gonna keep you warm. So he sat down and was very happy. So we're gonna take it off and see how he feels. We got lamb chops, we got dog beds. I don't know if these are like mice. I think they're mice, but then they have the antlers for reindeer. Andrew's sleigh that he made me. Hunter, like just trying to soak up the sun wherever it is. Just to recap, I'm not happy with these pillows because they have a lot of little pulls on them, so I'm not happy with that. Just because of the dogs, and even like my ring or something will get caught on it. So these two I'm not overly crazy about, so I would like to replace them, but I haven't found anything. Like, it was hard enough finding these. This table here, we'll talk more about it as February goes on. And then these pillows here, I'm happy with that. There was one little pull here, but nothing like those other ones. And then I put that I've been putting blankets here on the leather because the sun shines on it. So it doesn't fade, but I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of, you know, the decorating and everything. So there's Hunter. So here is the new blanket. It would have been during like January. I found it at Winners. I love it. It's perfect for the ottoman. That was the debate that my husband and I always had, was that he wants a coffee table. And honestly, what we use the coffee table for is to put our feet up, you know, check the MacBook and all that kind of stuff. And then Linus started sleeping on it because of the blanket. Come on, Linus. Anyways, Linus will lay on here lots of times because of the sun. Some people might think it's gross or whatever. I've thought about like having a tray just to kind of contain this, and sometimes like if we're on the computer and we have like a drink or something, we just kind of place it down. So I wouldn't mind a tray, like, so if it spilled it would stay in there. So I'm gonna make kind of a list, and I just wanted to let you guys know, so I shared like in the Burr months I started getting back into reading, but I want to keep it really simple. So these freshly baked cozy mystery, Kathleen Suzette, but it's also Katie Bell. So anyways, the Christmas one I couldn't find anywhere, and like every time I buy them they're like $12 to $15. I checked the library, don't have them. I've never seen them at the thrift store. So I said something to my husband about a Kindle. He was able to find a refurbished one. I think it was $68, and whatever the app or whatever, I think it's like 3 months free and all this. I'm still trying to figure it all out, but I really do like it. We tried the Kindle app on my iPad, but it just wasn't like comfortable to read. And I do want to read, but I don't want to spend like $10, $15 every book, and then it starts to accumulate. So I'm going to give it a try, and I'll keep you all updated on if I like it or not. And if you have a Kindle, tell me how you like it. You know, where do you get your books? How do you find it? Any tips? And I'll keep updating you if I think it's worth the purchase. So anyways, that is it for the Kindle for now. I got this too, the People magazine. I always would buy like People magazine every week when I got groceries, and then like they're so expensive now, but I always like doing the crossword puzzles because they're kind of like pop culture. So like this one here I know is Cher, this one's Jennifer Grey, Prince. Then you have to spot the differences. So like there's Dustin Hoffman, Denzel Washington. So I just, you know, doing a few of these too instead of being on the phone all the time and scrolling and everything. Like that was one of my things that I started to do in 2024, and then I'm just doing it in 2025. So anyways, that is what's going on here. So we got that little bit of housekeeping out of the way. I don't think I have something like this for Valentine's Day, so I gotta come up with something, because there's little things like we'll put on here that like we want them to go somewhere. So I'll see if I'm gonna keep that one out for now or whatever. But anyways, I'm gonna start finishing up the regular household stuff and start decorating and changing everything out. And I just thought I'd vlog a little bit today. We'll do a little bit of January recap and then the February goals. Well, actually we'll do this while the house is quiet now. So instead of like doing brain dumps and that, now I'm trying to like type things up, and then that way I can like redo them and everything. So that's part of getting organized. So what I accomplished in January was kind of my daily 5. I figured out 5 things. If I can do them every day, even if it's like one of those days where you're exhausted, nothing's going right, you don't want to do anything, if I do these 5 things, then that was a good day. Some days I do, some days I don't, but I always try. I've kind of established a better weekly routine for myself, trying to pick 2 days a week where they're my days, where there's no appointments, no nothing, that I'm really at home, and it's during the week, not the weekends. I've come up with a meal plan strategy. I organize my freezers, my pantries. I'm back to trying to have a regular posting on YouTube, and I'm very happy with that. Most importantly, if you're new to my channel, I have a 24-year-old son with autism, and I have a mom with dementia. She doesn't live with us. But they're my 2 biggest priorities every day, and they had a great month. Like, I mean, an absolutely amazing month. And I think it still shows that when you take care of yourself and make yourself a little bit of priority, it just gives you more to give to everybody else. And I think that's just a reminder for myself. So set up a plan to reach your goal. Yep, I did that. And then I found the balance. Like I found like I really had a good balance. I was able to do YouTube. I was able to have me time. I was able to have like quality time for my family. We're starting a new goal for our son. So we started it in January. We're going to continue it. Now we're starting a new thing. My mom's doing really good. And I find like I just have, my mind is clear to deal with the dementia, the decline, being in the moment and enjoying our time together. And that's a gift in itself. So the February goals, I got everything written out here. So this is the biggest thing, is the goal. A goal without a plan is just a wish or a dream. So January was the food organization, and now for February, it's the organizing the decor, the furnace room. I missed a space bar there, and then like the garage, clutter, organizing all of my decor and everything. So I have something for every month, and then I have like an ongoing thing that's kind of like whenever I get to it. And then I also made a master decor list. I kind of started it last year and I think I've perfected it. So making a house a home. January, I decorate for blue. February, I switch to red for the first 2 weeks. And then the second 2 weeks, I start like spring cleaning, deep cleaning everything, and then getting ready for March and April. So in March, I kind of started decorating in green before I get into April, because where that tree is, there's usually a yellow chair, but it doesn't fit with like the Christmas decor. So it all depends, because Easter, sometimes it's in March, sometimes in April. So St. Patrick's Day, Easter, spring, and then I start like transitioning into my yellow. Then May and August is my regular everyday decor for those months, because I want to focus on being outside, the fresh air. And then in August, I start itching for fall, and that's when I started decorating for sunflowers going into September. Then September, I switched into fall, and then that leads us to October. So fall, we have Thanksgiving here in Canada. It's the second Monday in October, and then usually I switch to Halloween. Then November, I keep it empty for a week or two, and then I start doing the deep cleaning again to have the house and everything ready for Christmas. Then I decorate, and then December is just to enjoy the magic. So that's what I'm doing. February goals: organize the home decor, declutter the furnace room, start decluttering my office, the garage, the Costco shelf, figure out my Costco shop. Content routine, I have an idea of days I'm going to post, and really just enjoy the month. So that was the other thing that I quickly did this morning. I was doing comments, emails, Costco master list. So I just kind of put like paper products, like the pantry, like those staples. What do I buy in bakery? What do I buy for meat? What are things that I like to buy for dairy? What do I buy for produce? And then like the frozen stuff. So I'm trying to perfect everything. So if you want to see all of this, you can go back. If you start like the 2025 vlogs or something, you can see the whole progress. And that's what's hard about doing certain videos, is because I'm really sharing how I'm trying to get everything in order and start. And it really is a journey, and I started it all in 2024. So if you want to know more, you can go back and look. If you're new, you're seeing everything is finally coming together, what I've been thinking about. So hello. The hair is pulled back, so even with the layers and everything that I got, I'm still able to do that. You can see it's sticking out a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I just put on some lipstick, because lipstick always feels good, and I'm really looking forward to February. It looks like we're gonna have some snow, so even though I didn't get to enjoy all of those cozy winter days in February, seems like Mother Nature's giving me a little bit of that in February, so I'm gonna take it. The sun is shining. I took the sweater off of Linus, so he's laying in the sun, so I'm kind of interested to see if he's wanting another sweater on. It's gonna be very, 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 very cold tonight and tomorrow, and then Monday it's supposed to be like 0 degrees, so my husband wants a car wash, and he's like, well, can you take my car on Monday and do this? I said, I don't know, let's just wait and see what happens. So anyways, February, I want it to be a really good month, you know, maneuvering everything that's going on in the world and life, and just trying to find that balance. And I think the biggest thing for me is I'm just trying to stay positive, upbeat. You know, there's things I can control, there's things I can't control, and I'm just trying to have a plan to get to my bigger goals. So anyways, that is what's going on. There was a lot of things I wanted to talk about, but but hopefully you enjoy a little peek into our very cold, sunny, beautiful 1st of February. It just feels good to have like a blank canvas, have the goals, and now keep trying to work on your plans. But as always, plans need a little bit of, you know, tweaking here and there, and things don't always go as planned either. So don't get disappointed or frustrated. Just try and go with the flow and look at the big picture. I got a new tablecloth this year, and it's kind of funny because Steve and I went into Winners like right after Christmas, and this tablecloth was just sitting on a shelf all by itself, and it was round, and it's really hard to find round tablecloths, but I do find this one is just a little bit too long. The blue one that I had was almost like the perfect size. I got it from Amazon, so I should see like what the inches are, because I think I've had 60 and I think I've had 70, and then I think I have some other ones that they're almost too short and they like barely cover the table. So that's something I should be writing down on my kind of like sheet, so that way I can kind of keep track and have a better eye instead of like just buying a tablecloth and maybe it's too short. I'd rather it a little bit longer than too short, so just something to think about. So I actually think I'm gonna write this down. Okay, Steve just looked it up. So the blue one was 60 inches. I got it last December. And this one was 68. So 60 is really probably like the perfect length. So then I also wrote down like blue pillows for January, because the ones on the couch, like I said, have all pulls. And then for spring, I don't really have anything to kind of keep out. Like everything is Easter. So I have this little bunny that has like a yellow jacket and yellow rubber boots, but I always wished it was a duck. So then it's just nice to have little things to possibly like keep an eye out for if I'm killing time or I'm just scrolling around Winners or Michael's or at the thrift store. Like it's nice to have those little things that you're looking for. So it's just nice to have everything like written down and organized, and then I can add in my own little notes. So this will continue going on for each season and everything, but the biggest goal for February is getting all of this organized. We got this tree packed up, and this one is from Michael's Ashland 7-foot pre-lit flock slim tree. I bought it on impulse. I really like it, and Steve does it every year. He always forgets the tree stand. So anyways, I'm gonna keep it with this collar here. I just got it at Walmart. It's not that expensive, but we'll keep it all together, so that's done. Okay, let's do some housekeeping here. So, I'm just quickly going to talk about coloring, because I don't want to do a specific video on it to bring attention. I just kind of like sharing it with my regular subscribers. So, I started coloring, and I would get Megan Miles art. And then she had this one from Valentine's Day. I got it on Amazon, and it's really big pictures, and these really like use up a lot of your markers, and once you start you really have to keep at it. Like this one here, then that one, I don't know, some of them like yellow and all of that, but this was a great way to start. But these are the ones that I prefer now. So I have a couple of winter ones, so I like the smaller pictures, and this is really what I want to get into, is like the bigger scenes. So making wallpaper, how could I do like hardwood flooring? Like I like coloring, but then how can I learn new techniques? So I really like to have more of like the finer coloring and enjoy it. So it's definitely a process. So I just wanted to share that with you. So there is a Sweethearts one, but the only thing is, like, I find if you're using the alcohol markers, it does take a little bit of time to get used to it, but it's a great way to start if you just want to see if you like it. So that's from Amazon. And then these ones are the Cozy Girl Winter Coloring Book and Cozy Girl Winter. I'm not gonna focus on finishing them up, like pulling them out. Like I didn't finish my Christmas one. I'm just gonna pack it away and pull it out next year. Sorry. So anyways, she always had like coloring sheets every month, and then I signed up. I'll link it down below. You just sign up. This morning I got an email. That's it. I don't get any junk mail or all these things selling her products. I get one. So I colored it in December. I shared it with all of you. And then I colored the January one. And today's February one came, and I kind of looked. So the January one was there to link back. So I have the February one. But then she also has some like sheets, so a year of coloring 2025. So I'm actually going to color it and put it here. and then January, February. But I'm gonna leave the December one in here because I had to cut it to fit in here. So I will link Megan Miles Art website down below. If you're interested in it, you can put in the work, but these are free. This is from Amazon. Now, these are the markers that I've always been using as the Artist Concepts. I'm very happy with them. So if you're gonna start off, I would say just pick up a small kit, like a small pack, see if you like it, before you buy a great big pack. So after Christmas, they had this set there, Artist Concept dual-ended alcohol markers, 48 markers, and this was $20. This was very different. I did not like these ones. I found that they bled, that the brushes were too much bigger, and these ones are the full, like, double-ended artist markers. So if you see these ones, I would say skip them and then stick to the ones that are like this, that are black or white. They're a lot nicer. These ones that have the full color of the marker, I'm not happy with. And then at Michael's, they had a pack of these are the big expensive ones that everybody uses, the Ohuhu markers, however you say it, because I know someone will comment and tell me how to say it, but I had a coupon and they had the pack and I wanted pastels. I don't like these at all. These have like the brush, and I find it's too hard to color in like small spaces and stuff, maybe the bigger spaces, but these are the markers that everybody uses that are really expensive. And I'm happier with these ones. Some of the ones that I do with the big colors, they do dry out here and there, but I just find these are a lot more affordable. And if it's not in your budget and you just like to color, she has a free coloring sheet every month. So like I said, I will link that down below. Now this is the one you would have seen during Vlogmas, like my Christmas baking and recipes and everything. I'm trying to perfect them, so that's always ongoing. I have a couple of cookie recipes that I'm gonna try, and we'll talk more about that as the month goes. And then this one here, I have to make a cover for it, but it has to be, like, I have to cut it. But these are the recipes, like my sandwich bread is in there, my pea soup, my minestrone soup. So I'm gonna keep adding to that, and then you'll see more of that. And then I just did this one as I went to get all the totes to pack everything away. So I just put 2025, the year to put all the pieces together. And then I just had this one graphic. So I put 2024 and 2025 together. And then I had to cut it to make it fit. So I'm just gonna kind of like put all the lists and everything in here. So that way next year I'll be like, okay, what do I have to do in January? What do I have to do in February? So it seems like I'm doing a lot right now. So then next January, that will just be the maintenance of cleaning everything out from, you know, Christmas, any leftovers, like is there things in there that I should donate, anything left over, and then all of the notes for the home decor, what I got accomplished, and then that's my Costco master list. So ideally what I would do is I'm like, oh, I'm going to Costco. I take this out, I highlight whatever I need, add some notes, and then make my list up when I go. And then because I have it on the computer now, I can edit instead of writing it out all the time. So there's a method to my madness, and I'm trying to get organized. And everything that I did in 2024 in January is all coming together. So anyways, that's it for now. And I'm gonna do a bunch of cleaning and get my decorating out and then sit down and have a little bit of me time. I took everything and put it on the hutch, and then I'm just using this banker box, and everything fit in here perfect last year, and I'm actually adding a couple of little things in here. I would like to kind of find a few other little things for the tiered tray, and maybe one big kind of like snowflake or winter wonderland or something, but other than that, I'm very happy. Some special things in here, and then I put the little tea lights, the tablecloth. The cloth is washed and ready to go, so I'm just going to put that little plate in here. And then I also had a Ray Dunn mug that said, baby, it's cold outside. So everything fit in here perfect. I'm just going to put the lid on, and it says January, so it's ready to go in the basement. Then I have the pillows and the blankets, and I have to start washing everything. And then I have the dog blankets, and then I have like one bin that hopefully everything fits in. So I took a little peek in here yesterday. I took out the mugs. I have some stuff from the dollar store. The Snoopy blanket I found last year. I got this like 3-pack of heart pillows, some little things I found at Walmart, and then this was something I had that Andrew made for me in school, and now I put it away with my Valentines, and then I get to take it out every year, and it just feels even more special. So anyways, I got it all done. There's the tablecloth. The tree is gone. I actually like it bare. Just a little bit of Valentine stuff. This was like a little kit I got at Walmart last year. I'd like to find some other little things, but I'm happy with what I have. And then the gnome. I do want to get a mirror here, but we'll talk more about that as the month goes on. And then I didn't have a plate, so I just took this bowl. I got this hand cream for Steve because I think he has eczema, however you say it, and it's been working. So anyways, the dogs got new blankets. I got them at Giant Tiger. They were $7, and there's Linus with the little heart pillows. And then I put the Snoopy blanket on here. I don't love it. It just gets messed up too quickly. I love the one that I had before at Winners, that material. I want to find more of those. So I have things to look for, and it's always nice to add to things that you're looking for. And then Hunter's bed. And then I'm just keeping it really simple. It's only for a couple of weeks, but it is nice to change it out. And my bench is just going to be empty, and that's okay. And then we'll talk more about what I want to put over the couch and everything, but just a little change for a couple of weeks with a little bit of Snoopy and some hearts. So this is what I've been using all January in my Baby It's Cold Outside, my favorite cardinal mug. But I'm going to take a little break from it. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And then I had this Snoopy mug. I got it last year because I just wanted to get this because I thought it was so cute. You're so loved, but I don't like it. It's too big. And then I'm thinking it's perfect. I can put it on here, and then we can put the little stuff in here, like just little things. And then Steve was looking, and I said, it's in the mug. And then Linus was up on the ottoman. He's so cute. I miss my Charlie, but Linus and Hunter, I'm so thankful for them in my lives. And then this was the mug, Best Friends by Ray Dunn. I almost cried when I saw it. I remembered it immediately, but it was such a nice surprise. Charlie and Linus hugging. We had a beagle for almost 15 years, Charlie. And we always collected Charlie Brown stuff. And then when we got Linus, my daughter said, why don't we call him Linus, Charlie and Linus? So anyways, that's it for Valentine's Day. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you'll follow along as I work on my February goals.